life Lego. A couple of weeks have passed and the Volvo now no longer has a floor but does have a new floor. So basically I started off with the E90 over here, chopped the roof off, then just hacked a load of stuff off, trimmed all the fat, chopped it back until we've got to the stage where we're at. I've had it almost on but not quite full touchdown, so in a minute we'll try that out. But basically we've got the original M3 in a sill here. This nice structural member has been able to stay, which is good. I'm going to have to slightly tweak it here to gain a little bit of clearance, but that's nothing. So the idea is that our step will come down onto here. That piece there sits on top of this piece here, and the upstand sits on there, and I should just be able to plug weld that on and build a new outer sill, and it'll almost look factory fresh, that. Real life Lego. Once that's on there, I've obviously sorted the alignment out. I've drawn a little line, got the laser level, so every time I move it I can just laser level it and drop it up and down. Yeah, once it's on and that's there, just filling in the gaps. Filling in the gaps.
Just a small gap.
So no cut at all on the Volvo or the M3 has pinched the blade. It's cut real clean, nothing's moved at all, so really happy about that. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing how you managed to keep all the bolt holes where the arches go.
Yeah, so I can bolt the wings on. We've got two up the top, two down the side. I've kept the front clip at the minute, because I might try and use the inner wings. Probably won't, but kept them anyway. The rest of it's gone off in the skip, that's gone today. One real good measurement is the inner wing here and the inner wing there. I've got a little bit of a gap, I know that much, but they're basically in line. Rear arches, I've just haggard cut those out for the minute, just so I can get the body lined up, because I had to cut a load out here because it's about 2.5 inches longer on the wheelbase, but by the time you account for the fact I've got 18s on it over the 15s it had originally and stuff, you need quite a bit of clearance. But once it's done and the car's lowered, we're going to be up here somewhere, maybe a little bit higher. Completely stock at the minute with all of the weight gone, so it's riding like a monster truck at the minute. So once the body fits to the chassis, I'm probably going to need to get some coilovers so I can set the height to the sill for what it's going to want to be for actual track use. Cutting it off, obviously this bit of rust is going to go anyway because I'm going to have to rebuild the arch, so we're not worried about that. I'm probably going to have to repair this, even though the kit's probably going to cover it, but I'm going to have to repair it because I'm going to end up with an inner wheel well that's going to come out to the kit. This was the worst panel on the whole car. So the original panel that joined up to it came up in a curve, and pretty much the entirety of the width across had rotted off, so I didn't even grind it off, I just put the chisel through it to separate that.
Looks insane here.
Yeah.
This is like some weird 4x4. Mad. And yeah, obviously all stripped out inside, isn't it? Like,
yeah, nothing left inside.
Stand inside that there.
I've got some foam left. I haven't been able to remove the rear view mirror. So, according to the forums, most people watching this won't know what a forum is. Apparently these are supposed to just pull off. So if somebody went through your window screen, the rear view would snap off and not kill them. But I can't pull it off, so it's staying there. Time to put it together. I'm just banging this in because it just opens up the gap a little bit better, and then it will just help it going over. The rear's fine. There it goes. Just tweak that out the way with the grips. Chocks away. So, like I said, I have almost had it on. So I knew it was pretty much going to go okay. but this time it's fully on. So like I say about the strengthener guy that's behind here, it's just catching the doorstep ever so slightly. So it's opening this gap up. So what my plan is, I'm gonna actually cut this off, remove the lip completely, pinch that up and then just stitch it to the inner sill, because then that'll gain me the clearance there and it will let that gap fully close up. Rear view's good. Come down low. So it's going to have a big diffuser out back. This is just going to all be diffuser, because obviously we want to channel the air out as good as possible, as well as possible. Because don't really want to put a wing on it, but if we have to for downforce, then it has to be. Look at that.
I mean, it's gone from just being an idea to a little bit of a reality now, hasn't it?
Yeah, this has broke the back of it, to be honest. It's just filling in the gaps now, it's easy. With proof of concept is there. I've got a bucket seat up there, I think I'm gonna have to get it down. Try not to fall into the Mini. There we go. That ain't too bad. I'm gonna have to go further back than this. I've got my feet on the bulkhead.
I mean, you could probably, this column could probably, you're not going to use this, are you?
No, I can rebuild that. There we go. Now I think we're, whoa! I suppose the next thing is to get these sills to actually be together. Make sure I'm 100% on the positioning, and then prep how and decide exactly how I'm going to finish up the front, and then if I can get everything there, just weld those sills, because the quicker they're welded, the quicker the body and the chassis, I say has structure back, but it's not going anywhere anyway. So right, it's together though, look at that. Race car. So yeah, moving forward from here, we are at, main thing is start off finalising these sills, get them all good, get the body welded to the chassis. But the whole time of doing whatever I do now, I've got to consider where the roll cage is going, because it's going to come through, tie into the top mounts. Want it to look like 90s touring car setup, 2 bars into it, all crossing through and everything like that. Cutting and welding really now. Simple as that, isn't it? Just weld it up.